Okay, Shalom, Shalom, Kwam Yasha'Allah, Koholimla, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. And just want to say the water toward the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan the Waf. It's coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And this is Politics Express US. Says NATO issues direct WW3 World War III threat to Vladimir Putin and warns of devastating retaliation. Right. NATO Secretary-General Mark Rutte issued a stern warning to Vladimir Putin, stating that any attack on Poland or another NATO member would be met with devastating response. Right? And if you notice, this is all Edomites. These are all so-called white people that's making all the decisions as who can be bombed, while you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans just pay taxes, or, matter of fact, taxes are being stolen from you weekly for to fund their wars, because none of the money is going towards anything in your neighborhood, type of deal. But anyway, so-called white men are in control of the earth, man. Matter of fact, we can get that in Job 9:24, because this man, he has to be recognized in the end, too. Matter of fact, let me get 2 Thessalonians 2:3 first. 2 Thessalonians 2:3, it says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come. And that day that's to come is Yahushai, which the world ignorantly calls Jesus. He's going to, he can't come until these particular things happen as well. Part of prophecy, except there come a falling away first. That has already happened. That's you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You fell away from your customs, your name, your way of living, your eating habits, your dietary laws, see, the Lord gave us laws, statutes, and commandments, and we fell away from that. Now we're calling ourselves black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and we're eating our bread defiled amongst these Gentiles, because they serve us anything in this place. It says, "And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." So these things have to happen. First off, that first part of the prophecy has already happened with the falling away first, but now the man of sin, the son of perdition, is being revealed, which basically is the man of lawlessness. And what these so-called white people will tell you is, oh, that's talking about the devil. That's a red guy with horns on his head. Yeah, the same one you see in the movies. He's underground with a pitchfork and he's just torturing everybody. No. This is talking about Esau, Edom. Esau became a race of people. And he is the wicked that the Bible speaks of. Verse 4 says, "Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he is God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God." Right? And this is what he does. He gave you a white God. He gave you white Jesus. He gave you white angels. And in a week or so, I'm not even sure when that bullshit come around, they're going to be, having your kids in a new short set and shit, doing Easter egg hunts and shit like that, which is all idolatry. White Jesus is idolatry. A white God is idolatry. White angels, that's all idolatry. Right? But let me get the one I quoted at first. Because again, like I said, all you're going to see that's making these decisions as far as war talk. When you're talking World War III, you're talking nuclear war. And the so-called white man, he's the one that's, it's not, China got some weaponry. India got some weaponry. There's a few places that's got some weaponry, but they only got what they have to kind of counter the U.S. because they already know the so-called white man, they'll come in there and take their shit and enslave them just like they enslaved everybody else. Don't think that these other nations don't know. Don't think that the China, South Korea, North Korea, South Korea, all these other countries, they know that the so-called white man will come in, rape, rob, and pillage everything that they have. They know it. That's why China is so into having weapons, of mass destruction themselves. North Korea, for instance. These different places, man. Russia know, even though they're all Edomites, Russia already knows, man. They'll come off in there and they'll cut that shit up, man, and take all the resources out of there like they've taken everything else, because you have the elite of the so-called white man. They're just so goddamn greedy, bro. Job 9:24. But again, all you're going to see is Edomites mainly that's making these types of decisions. You don't really hear China. China only, if anything, talking war, if it's to defend themselves. They're not running throughout the earth, fucking with everybody, man. Job 9:24 says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. he covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he? Right? So, again, look at these people right here. These are Edomites. They're in control, and they have the power to actually, set in motion missiles being launched. Guess who don't? What people that don't have this capability? So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We don't have no capability of nothing like that. We can't even stop them from taking taxes from us to even produce the shit that they're producing. Right? Okay, it says, if anyone were to miscalculate and think they can get away with an attack on Poland or on any other ally, they will be met with the full force of the fierce alliance. Our reaction will be devastating, he declared in Warsaw. This has to be very clear to Vladimir Vladimirovich, damn, they put that boy middle name and everything, Putin, that's the first I heard of that one, and anyone else who wants to attack us. And so now, of course, they would need America, which America is pretty much overall. Elon Musk is basically saying, they don't need to, pretty much want to fall out of NATO, so to speak. When they're making their own enemies themselves, the Europeans they're all against each other. And that's Matthew 12 and 25. They're all against each other. Trump then came in there within 2 months, and he just like, fuck the allies, fuck NATO. Hey, pay for your own defenses. And they like, okay, well, all right, we're going to take charge. And all right, we got it. And that's going to completely diminish the trust of any of those European countries and America anyway, and anybody else to fuck with them. Because only people that fuck with America is Israel, and they ain't even messing with them like that. Hell, Israel just sucking this bitch dry. Matthew 12 and 25, and Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? See, so this is a division in itself, because Trump is trying to do a ceasefire, or he wants to end the war supposedly with Russia. Suppose they had these talks. Of course, they didn't allow the Europeans, Poland, and all these different countries to even get a say in what the talks was about. Ukraine didn't get a say in what the talks was about, so that caused even more division. Then America, doing these, these strikes and shit on Houthis, or Yemen, and I'm talking about all this shit with Iran. So it's all coming to a head of what they really saying in the title here, World War III. Which we can get that real quick. That third woe, man. Revelation 11 and 14. And it reads, the second woe is past. Behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And I can see that, man. That mark of the beast is on the way too. You best believe Esau is working that out. That's why he think Trump and them, man, they're probably overall ending all these programs and ending all this, just they cutting every damn thing, man. And they really got people out here suffering. So it's gonna be real bad if they, they really cut into that Social Security on those older people and stuff like that, man. Which have spent their whole damn life enslaved, had a damn job, 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day, 16-hour weekends, all that bullshit, with money being taken from their, their paychecks and to put into the system, which they're not gonna, now they're seeing, okay, they're not gonna get their shit that they depend upon every month anyway. And then the people, like me, which is, I hope that it don't last that long, so I even have to do no shit like that. But they're just taking money from people, and it's just being robbed, man. Everybody is just being robbed, man. This man is a damn thief. He's the wicked that the Bible speaks of, so it's to be expected. Okay, it says this strong caution comes as Russia is gaining ground into the land, you know what I'm saying, getting closer and closer to their asses, you know what I'm saying, which he can strike them from where he's at. He don't even, they don't need that land to strike any of those places, man. They don't need no land. They can strike America within 25 minutes or so. Okay, but it says, let's not forget that Russia is moving into a wartime economy, and that will have a huge impact on their capacity and capability to build their armed forces. I wish I spoke of those things. Matthew 24. Yahushua, which the world ignorantly calls Jesus. You know, these people wicked as hell got the Lord out here thinking that, you know, got the world out here thinking the Lord looked like one of them. That's crazy, man. With no melanin. Just walking in a hot ass region of the continent over there. And they supposedly be, come on, bro. Just all lies. Matthew 24:3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? And the Lord gave direct directions, man. Direct clues, direct breadcrumbs as to what will be popping at that particular time. Matthew 24:4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. See, that's the point right there. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And there ain't nothing stopping, man. Trump not all that peace shit. I'm bringing peace, peace, peace. And you already bombing people. Your ass ain't been in there 3 months and you already bombing people. Hell out of here, man. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And you think that they would be their close border friends, so to speak, neighbors. You think that they would be together, and they're all Edomites as well. Because I just done a lesson yesterday, I think, Russia talking about paying schoolgirls $1,200 to have babies so they can, you know, replenish their population. Because the so-called white man, they're dying off quicker than they're being born. And that's in all these European nations. But you think that they would link up and hook up and you know, try and set some peace in the earth where their young men can get married to the young women, and they can have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damn children and bring back their race, so to speak. And that would bring back also their economy as well. You see what I'm saying? So it would, you know, and then they can build, you know, the little bullshit armies that they build. But these people don't have sense enough to even do that. But overall, we know that that's all about the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. It's not meant for them to, because the Lord is making them small amongst the heathen, especially those Israelis, you know what I'm saying, you know, but they're all Edomites. They're all Edomites, and the Lord is breaking them all down, man. So that's the whole thing of it. It's not going to stop. Nothing they do. And then, you know, Esau anyway, he's not about no peace. You think this man will stop? If he, come on, bro. Esau has never stopped. He's full steam ahead ever since he's come into power, man. Throughout the earth. Now he's trying to go to, you know, of course they claiming they done been to the moon, which, come on now, Mars. Let's just think if he done all that. He'd go to Jupiter. He'd go to, and it would be a non-stopping for them. They would never stop because Esau can never have enough. He can never have enough land. He can never have enough money. You think about how rich some of these people are. Well, I can't even say rich. The word wealthy. You think about how wealthy some of these men are amongst the elite. You would think like, well, damn. You know what I'm saying? They cut it out. Hey, that's enough. We don't need nothing else. You're sitting on trillions of dollars. You know, you own all the world banks. You own all the resources. That's not enough for Esau. Esau wants to implant the population of the earth. He wants to put chips into people. You know? Enslave your children. You know what I'm saying? Perpetually. And then the elite, too, they understand reincarnation. They understand that, okay, you'll be born back into, you know, his kingdom. Being chipped all over again as soon as you come out of your mother, man. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker putting a damn chip in your, Because you know how babies are. When babies come out, you know what I'm saying? They got that little soft spot in the top of their head. This motherfucker, Elon Musk, will put a chip in that baby, right in that soft spot, and let it grow right in and attach to his brain. And that's just how this to get down on these people. That's just me speaking as a man, but that's to get down on Esau, man. Esau don't give a shit about nothing but war, money, resources. I mean, he's the wicked, though. That's all he thinks on, man. This dude don't even have sense enough to sit back and enjoy some of this shit. He just, oh, well, I gotta keep going. I need more. He can't. Come on, bro. We talking about dudes that's sitting on all that kind of money. They only dealing with one fucked up looking woman. Look at somebody like Bill Gates. How could he be with somebody that looked like Melania, whatever the chick name? That motherfucker's Ugg mug. Only one chick. And then, of course, you know, he supposedly gets caught cheating or whatever the case may be. But, dude, you sitting on that kind of money, you're supposed to be able to have any bitch you want. Multiple. Doing what you want to do. Now, that he won't conquer. But when it comes to everybody else and everything else, he wants to take everything over. But he'll tell you, you know what, we can only have one woman. That type of shit. But anyway, man, I mean, it is what it is. It's just something that I've seen. And it continues. Let's read a couple of comments. But anyway, you see these, you know, I'm not saying that these guys are Edomites because of the way that they look, but this is some Edomite shit. These are overall Edomites, you know, but there are Israelites that look like these guys, so it's not a skin color thing. Okay, a couple of comments. It says, don't jump. NATO was ready to defend against Putin. Rush to restore the former Soviet Union. Well, the Lord said that he was going to put hooks in the jaws of Russia, man, and draw him back. And he's going to be a help to the rest of the nations as well. Roughly paraphrasing. It says, as NATO chief, I will order U.S. troops to fight you. Yeah. If they're war, then Trump should send every big mouth magas being that loves to talk shit from their computers. They should send this can't even motherfucker, a damn chick can't even spell. Anyway, if the U.S. leaves NATO, NATO will lose to Russia. They all gonna lose anyway. It ain't gonna make no difference. You know? Because a lot of these countries, these very people, them Polish people, the Poland, hey, they gonna be some of the ones that's gonna have some damn missiles aimed right here towards America too. Because a lot of the allies, man, that's down with America, they turning sour on Esau over here, man, already, man. It says Putin is prepared for NATO or EU interference. Ask yourself, why is 1.4 million Russian troops and over 75% of Russian military equipment is in their Arctic base? Case is the closest base to UK and France. If Scotland pulls from UK or Greenland pulls from Denmark, it would leave a big gap in the Atlantic without control, and Russia can travel freely through the strait and leave UK and France open for attacks. Russia was more prepared for this war than any NATO could have imagined. Yeah, okay. Somebody kind of know a little something. Says I wouldn't take anything NATO says as gospel. Trump has the final word. Yeah, Trump gonna play an integral part, man, in the bullshit, we believe. Somebody got wars and rumors of wars. Somebody says, how I wish this was the end. I'm ready, however. There have been wars and rumors of wars as far back as BC. And that's somewhat of, trying to mock the scriptures. But see, what they don't understand is, yeah, there have been wars and rumors of wars since that particular time. But guess what? There wasn't no talks of the computer chip back then, like how it was being talked of. There was no, earthquakes in diverse places like how it was back then. So everything is lining up. See, all these prophecies are coming together. The love of many waxing cold, because iniquity shall abound. Your 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 1, where it talks about in the end days perilous times shall come, because people will be lovers of their own selves, unholy, unthankful, disobedient to parents. They will be without natural affection. They will be fierce, all those different things that's named off in that list. So they don't understand that the list is all compacted together. Now everything is together now. Now you're in the time period where these things can jump off and happen. See? Because you got people out here that's, oh man, they've been saying that forever. Oh, that's been talked about forever. People been talking about the end of the world forever. The Bible, you know, but they don't understand that all the prophecies wasn't all lined up like how they are now. That's the thing. Somebody says, with Trump in office, if World War III were to happen, then the U.S. will have to face 2 wars. A civil war, then World War III. Hey, that's a good point. Somebody says, who do you suppose will win the civil war you speak of? Should be careful what you are wishing for. Wars, all forms, is bad. We should be fighting to end wars, not threatening to start them. Well, that would be just to end all wars. You would have to get the so-called white man out of power. And that's what the Lord is coming to do. That's when there will be no more wars. As long as Esau, the so-called white man, has any inkling of power, he's going to cause war. That's it. That's what he's you know, that's his nature. Somebody says, so once we take all the bongs and dildos off the lid, civil war will be over. Yeah. Somebody says, maybe let Ukraine fall instead of sending the world into World War III. No, it's all, you know, it's all a money grab. They want those rare minerals over there. You know, it's a lot going on with that, man. You know what I'm saying? Esau, again, like I said, he can never have enough. That's the main deal. That's the main thing, is that this man can never have enough, man. Anyway, we'll see. But we do know that the major prophecy that has to play out before this goes down is Revelation 13:16 with that mark of the beast. Because this man, that's next. You know, he can't have enough. He really this guy wants to own the people, man. All billions of people on the planet. He wants a chip in them. Every single last one of them. He's breaking the system down right now where he's, you know, he got all the resources. So all he got to do is say, you know what? I want to transfer all my resources over to something digital. They own all the banking systems. You know, they just putting it together, man. And people don't realize what's really coming. So I'm going to end out there. I pray that the lesson was edifying. With that, Kwame Shalom, Bible Ball.